Hey y'all, welcome back. It's Trey again, TreyMixes.com. And I want to do a quick and dirty trick here. Somebody on another video made a comment about using Match EQ to compare left and right sided instruments for separation. So I said, you know what? Why not? Let's give it a shot. And so today on this one, this is one of my new upcoming releases, and I'm going to show you what we can do. Now, right here we have a left guitar and a right guitar, and we've got them panned hard left and hard right because that's a great way to get separation and what you should be doing if you're doubling guitars. So quick listen to just these tracks. Right side, left side, both. And the only thing I've got going on here is digital amps. So here I'll show you one as this loads. Use bias amp a lot of times for just heavy guitars on one side. And this is the settings for the amp on the right side. So you can hear it, what's going on. And this is it. This is all that's happening. I have the noise gate turned on and a little bit of reverb from the cab. And that's it. So let's say we want that one to sound like, or to be the influence for this other one. Say we want a little bit more separation and do some of what we call complementary EQ. So let's say we want this one to sound more like this one. And what we could do is use our handy dandy friend in Logic, a thing called Match EQ, and we're going to put it on the guitar we want to change. And we're going to put right here, and I'm just going to play this section, and we're going to click Learn. At this first section, the current is the track that you want to analyze first. Whoops. So you let it play for a little bit and absorb this EQ curve. Cool. That should be good enough. Now, for the reference, this part we have to get a side chain in from the other track, which is audio 2. So that's easy to find. We'll side chain in audio 2. And we will listen to just this one. Don't know why that's going crazy. All right, and we will learn from this one. Okay, that should be good enough. So we have this guitar, then we have the right guitar, and now if we hit match on the EQ curve, this will show us everything that has to happen for the current, to be just like the reference. Now, of course, this is 100% application, and you're about to see that this can be a little crazy. Initial. So you obviously don't want 100% application. So let's use maybe 30% and see what happens. So a little dab will do you as far as that goes. Now, that isn't quite what we were doing. We wanted to get an alternative EQ, not the same EQ. So what you could do is go the other direction if you want it to be dramatically different. So this has some application, probably not in this sense because these are both really, we want kind of thick, heavy sounding guitars here. And this is probably going to thin it out a little bit and make it brighter, as you can see. But let's say you have two keyboard sounds on either side. This is a good way to see exactly what one side looks like, and that you can use this in a very small amount, say 10, 15, 20%, to do the exact opposite thing to a track on the other side and try to achieve a complementary EQ curve and separation. So let's go just a little bit into the negative and see what happens here. It definitely made it brighter, but not too ridiculously so. So let's turn on both of these guys. And then I'm going to pull this down into negative and see if we can get an opposite EQ and see if this separates us a little bit better. So you can see it definitely gets a little bit brighter on the left side, and hopefully you're using headphones. I recommend it. You can hear the left side kind of start to brighten up and stick out a little bit more. So this is totally a completely applicable trick that you can try if you're finding yourself having EQ issues or you can't get quite a separated sound like you might want. See, if we go too much the same and try to match, it doesn't do anything for us, and it really muddies this business up. But getting a complementary EQ, just a little bit. Obviously, 100% is a terrible idea, but give it a shot on your stuff if you're finding yourself needing a bit extra separation. The Match EQ tool is wonderful, and you should absolutely give it a shot. Thanks very much. Head to traymixes.com if you want to learn more about how to mix with saturation. I have a free mini course over there. Subscribe to the channel if you would, and come back for more tips and tricks later.